Hi, my Cancer. Welcome to your monthly reading. This is for February 2019. And I want to remind you these readings are good for your moon sign, sun sign, rising sign. And they are general readings, so it might not resonate for all of you. And let's start with a little bit of astrology. I like to bring this up all the time every year because not that I love astrology, but I do. But remember that the tarot readings are influenced by the planet's energy. Okay, so let's start. For you, Cancer, on February 3rd, we have Venus entering in Capricorn in your 7th house. And what that means, 7th house is your house of marriage and personal businesses and personal relationships. So Venus brings love, commodities, sensuality to those areas of your 7th house. So brings harmony and brings love for yourself and for others around you, which is great because that kind of like makes you more comfortable in that area with any type of relationships in your love life and relationships in personal businesses. Now, in February 4, you have new moon in Aquarius. New moon is about stating your intentions, right? And it's going to be in your 8th house. So the 8th house is all the external resources that bring you some financial gains. And what is your intention this month? Well, it's to plan where you're heading and how you gain that external resource that will make you gain some money, right? So what you want to do? Well, maybe you need to make some changes that you need to think about, like new business partnerships, new things you want to bring, because when you do those new business partnerships, they pay you. So it comes like with connections in a way. Okay, so what your intentions are, think about it and put the intentions like I am going to make new relationships to gain something, to gain my money, to grow my business. So I am going to get a sponsorship, or I'm going to go and get an internship or whatever. So focus that, okay, on your intention. February 10th, Mercury entered Pisces in your 9th house. Pisces, about spirituality. Mercury, learning. In your 9th house, with 9th house is higher learning, philosophy, religion, spiritual path. So you might be trying to learn things about other cultures also, because it has to be with long distance traveling and culture and languages in a way. So you might be learning something new and learning about where is your spiritual path going. Okay, pretty much. And February 14, we have Mars entering Taurus, and it's in your 11th house. Taurus, love, feeling comfortable, right? Mars taking actions in that, and where you find your comfort. So in your 11th house means finding or acting in how you create your social network and your relationships with friends. And those connections make you gain also, because that's a 11th house. So it's kind of like related with what I just talked about, the new moon intention. So mentoring, dreamings, and wishes also in your 11th house. So how you act upon those dreams and wishes and how you manifest them. And the February 19th full moon in Virgo planet of Mercury. I mean, Virgo is a sign ruled by Mercury, right? And it's in your 3rd house. Oh, how nice. Communication. So more communication for you. So full moon is whatever you talk about, you had some issues with communication before, boom, leave it behind and restructure that area of communication and network. So you need to initiate something better this time when it comes to that, to create a better network. And also goes back to whatever I said about the 11th house. So think about that. Full moon is the ending of something. It's the ending of bad communication, misunderstandings. We need to fix it. So now is the time in this month to think about that on the February 19th. Yes. Okay, so let's go to your reading. I know it's, I keep having trouble with this. Okay, hopefully stay there. Okay, don't move. All right, so for you, Cancer, your foundation card is the Hermit. I know you see all this already in the little table, but it's because I already have shuffled them in my Spanish channel. So if you speak Spanish and you're bilingual, I invite you to go to my other channel, which is Sissy Spiritual Guidance, where I teach astrology too there. But anyway, so we have the Hermit. Is the energy that you entering, and this is the reason why all of this is showing here, because you are looking for that truth. You're searching for it. You're searching for the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're kind of like feeling like you need to put yourself. You want to take your distance from people and situations at this point. Remember, this is love reading, but it means love in everything, meaning love for your friend, for your partner, for anything or any situation at this point that's related to love. And I see in the past someone walked away, and either you did it or your partner or whoever you're dealing with. And it's because someone is trying to move on in their life and leave behind what is useless and not meaningful in their life. And it's great because this is going to help you in a way. However, the focus card is the Son of Wands. The Son of Wands is an energy of making quick moves. The problem with this is that this energy brings its consequences. And if you are running like a crazy horse, then you're not taking the steps, the right steps to move on where you can find the right direction on to your goals, you know. And what I'm saying is, I'm gonna talk about this card. So right now, this is what the focus card is. Someone is trying to move quickly with no consequences, just jumping into something, is taking the horse and running around, like running away, like, okay, I'm done with this. Let's go, we out. And why is the problem is what the problem is here? What's the obstacle? It's not getting into agreements with anybody. It's like no agreeing, not, there's no mutual agreements. This is the main issue here. Just not having that faith and love and anything is like, I just feel like you guys are like, it's over for me. Like, you know, it's for you or either the other person. Like, I walked away and it's fine. So now what I'm going to do in the near future, someone is blocking messages. Someone is blocking things. Things are moving slowly. And because you want to run like a horse, and that's why the external influence is, then you're going to start like, oh, I'm going to block this person, blocking this guy. You're going to start blocking, you know, making all these moves. And at the end of the month, this is what you're going to get: the Emperor in reverse. And the Emperor in reverse means exactly what I just said. What is going to bring this action is going to bring issue in the structure of the relationship or in your foundation or whatever you want to get in the future. Is just like either with this relationship, but there is no structure in here. I see this organization because the Emperor reverse is basically just saying that. And the Emperor means it could be a dominant partner involved here, but I think you feeling more like dominant. Also, it could be inflexibility in the expectations of someone. Could be powerless, disorganization, no structure. So what I see most here is someone that is just blocking one another, trying to run away from the other person, and bringing problems in the process of really moving to a better stage. Because it seems like it's creating more issues. If you want to move on, you need to think about the consequences of what you're doing and how it's going to be productive for you. Like, it's okay to run away and move on if you see this is a relationship that is not working for you. But it seems like you need to really think about how you moving on. Like, okay, so do I have this on place, like financially stable, like to just move on and do this? Like, you know, it's like you need to strategize a little bit, because the Emperor here is someone who has strategies, someone who is practical in a way, and at the same time has stability and rules and regulations. And here I don't see no rules, no regulations. Like, actually it's like nothing going on there. It's just like, oh, I'm moving on and I'm gonna, like, you know, galloping like crazy, and then all these things start, you know, you're gonna realize like, oh my god, like it's not saying like things start falling apart without this person. It's just because you didn't take the right measurements to move on. Okay, so when it comes to my singles, I would say not single. For my lonely Cancer, I always do an extra for the ones that are in solitude. Let's talk about this. There is a okay, this is a cute one for you guys because I really love it. This is an ending of a secret, and someone has had a secret admirer. So it's gonna come up to light, and this person is gonna text you or email you and say, hey, I wanna be with you, I like you, let's start dating, let's do something. So there's a connection and chemistry here with this person, and it can be someone that you already know, but that you are, or you've been always in a good terms with. This is not an ex. This is no. Neither could be a new person. I see more someone that could have been a friend since forever and decide like step up and says, hey, I never told you, but I been always having a crush on you and I love you and I really want to be with you and connect to you. So I think you can see it. Book ending of a secret, because this means secrets, and compliments. And then we have the letter of compliments. Then we have love. We have connection. So here you go. Here you go. You can see this clearly, right? It's a great thing for my lonely ones. I'm not sure if you guys are probably running away from this because someone else is here. But anyway, that doesn't seem like happening. So when it comes to your work, let's talk about this because I do see a little bit of issues here, but it's because, okay, let's talk about this. There's a lot of cards here. All right, so let's talk about these cards first. There's three first. We have the grave, we have the snake, and we have the bear. We have the child, and we have the scythe. So there's something being dropped and cut from the root. Why? Because I see there's a type of business that you having trouble with, and if something has to be with a contract, and not a contract I would say, but means like, yeah, it could be a contract, something, or a misunderstanding on an email, or something that was not written right that you need to edit, or you needed to edit to close the deal. So it's kind of like the new business is not going to go the way you want it. But either way, it seems like after a while, this could bring, no matter what, you will have productivity even if this business don't work. However, you will have a little bit, you will see the misunderstandings, that whatever it happens, that why this didn't work. So there's misunderstanding. So I will go and edit whatever. Even if you're applying for a job and you don't have it, you need to edit your resume. Something in your resume that is giving a problem to the people who interview you, to ask you questions and see your talent. It's about your experience. And I think you might be having some trouble to explain it, but then you have to write it. I think you need to edit your resume. That's it, period. Because you're trying to get a new job, the people who are interviewing you could be a woman, but it's a boss too, or you're trying to get a better job or whatever. It's something in your resume, something in the resume. It's in the letter. So make sure that whatever you write, either an email or whatever, just recheck it before you send it, whatever it is. And so some of you guys, I do see them getting a part-time job, not a long-time job, because this full-time is getting a bit hard. I think they're not seeing your talent and your experience, because you really need to check that resume. Your experience, edit those stuff. Okay, Cancer? Anyway, so the final card, it's the Mother of Wands, which is the message here, your advice card, and the summary. And I think it's pretty obvious here. The I'm sorry, the Wands, I mean Swords. So the Mother of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, when it's reversed, have much to be with bitterness a bit, and also saying things without being careful, just having no filter, I would say. So it does make sense, right? Mean someone is just being the way it is and having no filter, saying things with no consequence, not, thinking about the consequences. And yeah, the advice here says don't do that. Like, think, not saying go to a hermit mode, but it means this is what you've been thinking. This is what you've been analyzing, right? You've been analyzing, you're doing great, but then take that energy and do not just run, but put attention to what steps and process you have to go through first, right? So you don't end up with this. Okay, I think it's very obvious with the Mother of Swords is saying do not have, this way to create bitterness in people around you or in your ex or whatever it is. I don't know. Try to get things done in a proper way before you run away. Okay, and the same thing, if the other person is running away from you, do not show this energy neither. It's not going to be good for you. We always have to learn how to love ourselves, show dignity, and says, okay, you're gone, out. That's it, whatever. Just saying. So if you're new in my channel, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any uploads about your messages every month. Also, I talk about crystal healing. And I want to mention one more thing too. If you like to help and donate to my channel, in the description below, there's the links there. And also, it's a link for my store that I opened. It's called HealingSoulbright. And this is one of my designs. And my collection is called Karma and Life Lessons. So I basically wrote it according to my personal experience and your experiences based on your comments and how things are working. So it's really good. I see them and I was like, I don't want to follow in neither of these 3 lines, because it's so true. When I wrote it, I was like, wow, it's just so true. So it's a reminder of what we should not do. It's karma and life lessons. So we always learn and then we fall for it again, and then anyway. So wish you much love and much light, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck, and I don't know what else to say. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, share, and comment. And don't forget, please, please, please help me to help others by sharing this video so anyone can have their advice and guidance with these messages, okay? Big kiss, much love, much light. Ciao.